It's been a while since I did a top 10 video, if you don't count my top 10 saddest SML videos. Personally, top 10s are my favorite videos to make because I really get to challenge myself. It really makes me sit down and really think of thousands of SML videos, and I can only pick 10 or one day, maybe even 20 if I can. SML videos all come in different shapes and sizes, some that are some of the best videos, some that are some of the worst videos, and then there are some that are just so decent, so average, so middle of the road that it's not even worth discussing. There are some videos out there that just piss you off no matter how many times you watch it, but I'm gonna do top 10 worst boring videos. Videos that are intentional or not, some of the most boring, mind-numbingly slogs of content to sit through. And even in some of the more decent videos, the reason why they are decent is because they're not as engaging. The thing that makes SML videos boring is when they have no plot whatsoever. Sometimes the video doesn't stick to the title, sometimes the title is misleading and it feels like you're watching a different video, or videos that just do the most random things without it feeling entertaining. All the videos on the list are boring in some way, but it's rated based on how boring they are. And let me know if you agree or disagree. Okay, let's begin. I gotta be honest, I always wonder what was the hate towards the Bowser Jr. Goes to Disney World videos. This was before I watched it, and I do get it though. The two-parters combined is a total of an hour and 10 minutes long. And in all fairness, it's not like I'm watching an episode of a show. It feels like a vlog, a very long vlog. And small rant, but vlogs are not really my thing. I do like some vlogs for seeing more of the person behind the camera, but I would say vlogs are my least likely content to watch. If I was to ever post stuff about myself, it would just be short videos or Instagram stories. Anyway, Bowser Jr. Goes to Disney World also followed along the Bowser Jr. Goes to series trend that was around 2013 to 15. And if I could thank modern SML for one thing, is that we don't need those videos anymore. And I swear these go-to videos are all in the same. As for this one, it's undoubtedly boring and it's just the cast and crew going on rides. I do get how it's not really that engaging, but I'm not offended as most people. I think the video has some moments that do keep me awake. I was always looking forward to more of Mickey and Goofy's little Escobar side business. Seeing Chef Pee Pee having fun also was a bit entertaining, but if you're that bored and you want to play a game, then scan the people in the background. It is the funniest shit you will ever see. Though I will agree that the worst parts of these videos is that they're way too long, even for SML standards. Both of them are 35 minutes long each, and it's just them riding rides, that's it. Let's not forget the infamous part where the ride broke down and they still recorded in the dark and doing improv. Nevertheless, I do like this series. It's okay for the most part. Sure, it's boring as hell, but it's not annoying or frustrating, so I don't really mind this one. Ironically, I just made a video talking about 2020 SML, and now here we are talking about a 2020 video. Granted, this won't be the last 2020 video, but this video I think about all the time in terms of the most exhausting and slow videos I ever watched. The title have absolutely nothing to do with the video. Yeah, Jeffy breaks something in the first 30 seconds, but it's never mentioned again, it's never brought up again. In fact, the video meanders with random things happening. Mario decides to go missing to teach Jeffy a lesson. Then Jeffy and Junior host a party, then Goodman wants to sell the house, and then Jeffy cares now that Mario's gone, and then Officer Top and Bottom. You see what I mean? This video describes 2020 in a nutshell, of videos having no plot and they just make things up as they go along. Not only does it make the videos feel unplanned, but I cannot bring myself to care about what's going on. The only reason I wasn't too bored was because Goodman's appearance was the funniest part, and Officers Top and Bottom's appearance was so random and unexpected, I snapped awake. But this is a video I wouldn't mind never watching again. It doesn't interest me in the slightest. If this video is familiar, it's because I recently made a video ranking all the videos from the Chef Pee Pee Quit series, so if it sounds the same, I will make a more brief version of this review. But part 2 follows the first video's ending of Chef Pee Pee getting hired to be a cop, and in this part's intro, we see a bit of Chef Pee Pee training. Now that part I have no issue with. When the name of the video is titled Chef Pee Pee Quits, you would think the video would at least stick to Chef Pee Pee's adventures, but that's the biggest issue with this video. Or maybe because the die-hard Junior fans really wanted him that badly, we suddenly switched to Junior's perspective, and suddenly it's almost like a Junior Center video, and it kind of is. I know I said the subplot is over 10 minutes long, but if you want to be more accurate, this subplot is 17 minutes long. 17 out of 21 minutes, which means we barely get to see any of Chef Pee Pee's job as a cop. And this subplot is just one long joke of Brooklyn guy not knowing how to cook. I said it before, but it would have been so much better if we didn't see Junior's subplot and just focus on Chef Pee Pee alone. Feel free to watch the ranking video if you want my full thoughts on the Chef Pee Pee Quit series. Whenever I rarely think of a Cody video I really don't like, this one immediately comes to mind. Cody is rarely a character whose videos I hate. It's more because he's more of a side character than a main character compared to like Junior and Joseph. That's because he rarely ever gets videos dedicated to him, unless you count Cody Goes to Kindergarten, which those videos are bad for many reasons. But Cody's Accident is one of the most boring videos of SML you'll ever sit through. Cody accidentally knocks out Chef Pee Pee and is afraid to call the police for... Actually no, there is no reason. And this is the entire video. He spends the entire video trying to hide the body, continuing to lie to Junior and Joseph, and even disguise himself a few times as bootleg Chef Pee Pee. I think this scene right here never fails to make me yawn. After Cody hides the body, we get a total of almost 5 minutes in one shot of Cody lying and lying and lying, and this moment bores me every time. Granted, the whole video is boring, but this moment especially. The joke is repetitive and it's the only one in the video. There's nothing else to get your attention except when Chris almost breaks character at one point and Cody chokes Joseph out with a rope. The rest of the episode is not as boring because Brooklyn Guy does show up and his moments aren't that funny, but it's better than anything else. And good lord, we're only at number 7 and the boredom gets worse. The Pink Couch, one of the long time dedicated worst SML videos to date. People put the video alongside Cody's Bad Word, Jeffy the Sketch Artist, and Locked Out. If I could make a small hot take, I don't think it's that bad. Don't get me wrong, it is a very frustrating and boring video, but I wouldn't put it alongside Jeffy the Sketch Artist, far from it. The reason this video wasn't as bad is because I will admit the first half, or the first third, was definitely the strongest and funniest part. Junior making a mess and Chef Pee Pee screaming, Bowser not wanting to discipline Junior until Chef Pee Pee calls him he just got soft, and also Junior's not afraid of Bowser in the slightest. Then after that, the video is just immediately killed right here. The other 8 minutes is dedicated to, yes, one ongoing joke. The entire joke of the video is, my couch is pink. I couldn't make that up if I tried. Brooklyn tries to correct Junior and Joseph thinks he's stupid. There's no variety, no clever jokes, there's nothing to distract you of how this segment is and how it drags and drags and drags. The first 4 minutes just barely saved the video from being terrible, but one thing is for sure, it's rare to get an apology from Logan himself saying how bad the video was. Now that's the biggest twist of all. Remembering 2023 is kinda painful because give the other years credit. Even 2020 had some videos I remember that I like wholeheartedly, but 2023, I swear I cannot remember a single video from that year. Honestly, I might have to review 2023. but one of the videos I remember being absolutely bored was Jeffy's stealing problem. This video still suffers from modern SML's issues, a video that likes to tell one single joke and that's all it has to offer you. Look at other videos that tell one single joke for a whole video, like Broken. Sure, it's the same joke of something breaking in half and Cody crying, but the thing is, look at how many different ways they vary the joke. And it's not just the same joke that works, but it's how unpredictable they are. One moment a Kit Kat breaks in half, the next minute there's a random TV show called Cutting Things in Half. Jeffy's stealing problem, however, every joke here is recycled over and over and over. In this video, Jeffy repeatedly goes to the store, buys a Squishmallow, Marvin and Rose are incredibly stupid to notice, Jeffy wants to steal more, and Marvin goes back to the store. That's it. It's boring to watch and a bit frustrating seeing Marvin and Rose so blindly stupid. The difference between Mario and Marvin is incredibly different. At least Mario was still sensible back then, but Marvin is just literally dumber than Rose here. It's a waste of 12 minutes with no plot, no other jokes, and knowing Jeffy never gets in trouble, what's at stake? Nothing. And that means I don't care about what's going on. Does anybody remember Jeffy's jellyfish? Like, anyone? Mario sends Jeffy outside to go fishing just to leave him alone. Jeffy just so happens to find a jellyfish, so what does he do? Just stinks Marvin for no other reason. It's a bit of a Mario torture video, which is always lovely, and then we get to Brooklyn Guy. Say hello to the reason why this video went from bad to worse. We get 3 Nintendo animations and it goes like this. Mario tells Brooklyn to please treat him. Brooklyn keeps interrupting Mario and saying he has a short story to tell, but these animations are like a minute and a half each. And then Brooklyn Guy randomly calls SpongeBob and that goes nowhere. This is the middle of the video. By the way, Jeffy was barely in this and he appeared for maybe 3 minutes out of the whole thing. So what about the rest? It's even more filler of Brooklyn Guy talking and talking and talking like hurry up and piss, god damn it! But this video deserves to be forgotten about since it's one of the most pointless videos you will ever watch. SML 2017 is another year that I want to try to review. It's such a blur, but to this day, I still think 2017 was the beginning of the new wave SML wrote their show. From 2016 in the apartment to 2017, so much happened that made Logan change the way he made his show. Listening less to the critics and more on the people feeding his ego, thinking his ideas were the best and not criticizing him. No other video cements my point than 2 Tickets. Now, this video cannot be talked about without talking about the behind the scenes video. In a way, he knew people would hate the video, but he thought the real fans would like it, i.e. the kids who agreed with him on everything and never said a thing to him. And what a twist, he was right. People outright hated this video, but there are plenty of reasons to hate it. There's the lack of plot, or there is no plot. We also get a bit of Junior and Joseph bullying Cody, which is never fun. And the fact we never even got to see the punch in the face-a-thon. And Logan even said originally the video was supposed to be even longer. All it is Junior being an idiot for so many minutes on end. This video could have been so much better if it was an SML short and not a whole video. I just described the original video being 17 minutes, but Logan liked the video so much, he remade the video. And guess what? It's almost 20 minutes long, 4 minutes longer. And if you count the remake, it's even worse than the original, which was already terrible. And I'm sorry, I gotta ask, why, out of all the videos to remake, you make the video that everybody hated? Yep, we got a video on this year on here. Look, there are many videos I could have put on here, but this year gave us a video so unbelievably dull. I kid you not, first time I ever fell asleep watching an SML video. On my first viewing and even subsequent viewing, I actually fell asleep. The plot, dare I say, there is no plot. The plot isn't even interesting to begin with. We get another sports related video, and I'm not even a sports fan to begin with, I'm gonna be honest. But even if I was, I still think I would have been bored. If you are a sports person, there are other SML videos that are worth your time, like the T-Ball Championship or the baseball game. But this is a snooze fest. Tom Brady shows up and wants Marvin and Brooklyn Guy. Oh great, him again. And you would think Brooklyn Guy makes videos better. Yeah, if it was 2018 Brooklyn, this is 2021 to 2024 Brooklyn, where he hijacks the videos and does nothing but waste your time. He even rants about Jimmy Butler again, which, Logan, personally, I don't care about the love-hate relationship you have with this man. And that's the video, them sabotaging the game by doing random stuff. I kid you not, on my first time watching, I was like 5 minutes in the video and I already forgot what the video was about. That was how random and nonsensical this video is. It's one of those videos where they just made up whatever on the spot and they had nothing else going on. And I'm sorry, I cannot put up to watch this video ever again. But sadly, it's the second worst. So what's on number 1? There were so many videos I could have put on this list and wanted to, but I had to pick the ones that I truly hated. But not to say the videos on the honorable mentions were also bad in their own way. Cody Works at Red Lobster is a bad video, with hyping it up, and in the end it had little to do with Cody. In fact, Brooklyn Guy took over the video, and it was such a pain to watch. The Future Machine sounds like a decent concept, but with how it goes with the entire video taking place on the red couch that we all so desire, it's so uneventful and the things that take place isn't even interesting or unique. It's about as dumb as you expect it to be. Who Hurts Jeffy is one of the most boring videos of all time, but I do think there are some worse videos than this. Over 75% of the video is all animation, and the payoff is one of the worst SML endings ever. Junior Goes to the Moon was such a precision mindfuck of thinking they went to the moon, but then it turns out that they were making a fake moon landing. It was such a slog with the anticlimactic twist of them not going to the moon, and the part of the actors messing up their lines went on way too long. And lastly, the power outage. Oh, you! I will spare you today, and instead I will condemn you to a long, drawn-out process of waiting till the end of the month to deal with you. And I will say, it is worse than the Rick game, and trust me, I will deal with this another time. Let's just end off the video with number 1. There are some good videos out there that can make you laugh and be glad it's not bad. There are some that can make you a bit frustrated at every character, and then videos that bore you to death and make you regret watching it. Whenever a video makes you regret watching it, you kinda messed up. And in list of the most boring SML video to ever exist, no contest, Jeffy's Future. I still remember to this day on my first viewing, I could not stand this video. I think this video has pretty much every sin an SML video could do. Annoying moments right at the start of Jeffy bothering Mario but dragged on for 3 minutes, Rose defending Jeffy to no end and being stupid. Then there's by far the worst new character, Chris Tallballs. This guy is the reason why this video fucking drags on, and it cements one of the issues of modern SML, never knowing when to end a joke. His entire shtick is talking very slowly, forgetting who he is and where he is, and I'm dead serious, this scene with him is 7 minutes. In the void. Minor note, but we're 7 minutes staring into a black background, so visually my eyes are bored, mentally I'm bored because of nothing happening, and I'm going deaf from sensory deprivation because Chris talking slowly is painful. When the plot finally kicks in, all of that time built to a stupid joke of Jeffy going to die one day, and the rest of the video is Jeffy screaming and being scared of everything. I had a hard time wondering if this video is even better or worse than the Rick game, cause that's a new one for me. But the Rick game is just straight up boring as hell. This is just boring and frustrating with run-on jokes, too much screaming, and every character being annoying. I cannot stand this video and I will never watch it again. And that's my list of the most boring SML videos. I'm sorry if a video you hope to see wasn't on here, but keep in mind, there are thousands of videos, and if I did a top 20, I could have fit most of them on here, but a top 10 is a bit more fun, and it is my personal pick of the ones that stand out to me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time.